Like I said, I purchased this bag some time ago and used it a fortnight ago to transfer some garden rubbish out of my car, and I'm going to show you what damage these little hooks did to my car with this bag supported in it. What you do is you put 6 of these hooks up on your window. That's one of them there, and in my case I put 3 on that side, and on this side of the vehicle I put another 3, and then where my lovely dog sat now, the boot bag was sat in there so I could transfer some rubbish to the tip. Unbeknownst to these rubber devices, these plastic hooks which are sat there, they actually act as a magnifying glass, and when the sun is actually pointing at this point, which the last couple of weeks we've had good weather, they actually magnify the sun's beams right through into the car. I first came aware of this when my son had a red mark on his face and we believed it was an insect bite, and then a week later we could smell burning in the car, and upon inspection of where the burning was coming from, this is what we found it's capable of doing. This is the rear headrest of the rear seats, and as you can see, as the sunbeams have come through the rubber, it's actually burnt a track as the sun's crossed the sky. On each occasion when the car's been facing the direction of the sun, the beams coming through that rubber is actually scorched and burnt a hole across part of the headrest. It's the same on both sides of the vehicle, and obviously whichever way the car's been parked in the sunbeams have come through and done this damage. I'm now going to remove the suction cup with a hook on and show you the actual damage it's capable of doing. So there's 6 of these rubber suction cups which clip onto your rear and side windows. They would go through this material here, which is like a mini bungee rope, and that holds the bag in place and upright in the rear of your car, in the boot of your car. These little fellas were stuck on the window, and obviously as the sunbeams have actually come through, when we get a little sun just now, you'll see what damage they're capable of doing. This is the actual rubber cup creating a magnifying. I don't know if the camera's catching that, but that is smoke coming from the piece of wood. If I just pan back, that is the sun ray coming through that suction cup with a hook on, magnified about 12 inches away from where the window would be onto the headrest of the car. I'm demonstrating it onto a piece of wood now, but as you can see, that piece of wood is now starting to smoulder and burn. I'll just move that away next to the little hole, and if I put that beam back again, and all that is coming just from the direct sunlight through the end of that suction cup, around 12 inches away from where the piece of wood is, and there it is starting to smoke again. There you go again. As you can see, the beam from the suction cup is setting fire to the source, which in this case is a piece of wood, and as you've seen in the interior of my car on the headrest, this little suction cup here was magnifying the sun's direct rays through the windscreen about 12 inches away from where the headrests are, and then burnt as the sun went across the sky in formation. Here's the opposite side of the car. This is on the near side. This is again where these suction cups have been placed on the window. The heat scorched through using these as a magnifying glass, and then as the sun's gone across the sky, it's then burnt these marks But my most alarming thing is my son was also in this car at one point, and as you can see on the child baby seat, you can see where the sun again is gone across his headrest, where his face would have been sat just here. Now if he'd have been asleep, which he normally is, that magnified beam would have gone across his face, obviously waking him but scorching him across the face.